James Harden can go. They don't have a chance. Like they're isolating Kevin Durant, and if you help, you're leaving Klay Thompson.
What do you mean they don't have a chance of what?
They don't have a chance to win this game. It's over. Like
you know, last night.
Last night.
That's what I'm saying. All that 18-point lead was cushion.
See, I don't agree with that.
Run.
When
Like,
Steph started cooking like that, okay, now you already have a problem. And then when the game slows down and you say our offense is to isolate Kevin Durant and let him shoot 17-foot jump shots over people shorter than him. This the game is over.
But with that being said, shout out to Houston. They did a fantastic job on defense.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought they were
Kevin Durant had this year. Kevin Durant wasn't playing.
He played good early.
They were playing that matchup the same way the whole series. Kevin Durant was not shooting well.
He was outstanding. Houston's defense.
He shot terribly.
Yeah,
and again, great players are going to start making shots. And again, that goes back to my James Harden thing. At some point, you got to do something. And you didn't get, you have, like I said, again, it's about superstars in the playoffs. That's what you clip up for these times. I mean, that's what you do it for. You can't really.
So all we're saying
Trevor Ariza went 0 for 12
listen,
from 3.
I don't have a problem.
Terry Rozier did the same thing, but they had no choice.
I don't have a problem with what we're saying. All you saying is he should have made shots? Because he went
at some point in the series.
They didn't fall.
At some point in the series.
And a lot of them were short. That's legs and time.
Right. He's
no, because he's been like this the whole playoffs.
Right. I mean, but he's just tricky. Like that counts. He's really good. But a big part of his offense is shooting.
So do you still look at him in the same?
I look at him the exact same way I looked at him.
Okay.
And the thing about
I looked at him as like the fifth, sixth best player in the league.
And playoffs are sorry to cut you off, but playoffs is not a game suited the way the game is played now. It's much better for player movement and ball movement than one-on-one basketball. It's so hard to get shit done. That's why without Chris Paul, he didn't have a chance.
They need to sort out his fatigue problem because that's what they said last year when they got out.
He handles the ball too much.
And his style of play is tiring. He's getting
have you ever
10,
been at
12
the gym?
dribbles in a possession.
Have you ever been at the gym and been like the nigga everybody's looking to score?
Yeah.
That shit is fucking tiring.
His style of play is tiring.
I can't give him that because, like I said,
but he has to sort that out though.
And he played a lot better defense this series.
He's fine with it all season.
That's easy work during the season.
But he has more physical in the playoffs.
But he has a pattern in the playoffs where this nigga gets phony.
It's like baseball when a pitcher's in the stretch. Those are stressful.
But why
pitches.
are you always in the stretch? What if you're in the stretch? What if the playoffs you start right? You start every playoff every other day. You come on the mound, and in the first inning, you got a runner on first and second with no outs every fucking game.
Yeah,
that's James Harden.
But the thing about the playoffs is you're playing against much better competition.
Well, the defense is better every night.
Like I said, man, he does it every year. Well, again, but I'll repeat myself. But again, that's what superstars are for. That's why you have these guys. That's why you pay them max money.
Better.
That's what you expect for them.
And that
goes for everybody. That goes for
LeBron,
Steph, KD, everybody. That's what you have to do.
I mean, they missed 27 threes in a row. And that's hard to do on an accident.
And that's why you need. And that's
that's
why you need your stars to step up because even though if you are tired of all that, because that's the thing. The Warriors won. We'll score 102-90.
It only ended up being 9.
By 9. Yeah. The Warriors, when the Warriors is really cooking niggas, they got 92 at the end of 3.
Right,
but this is what I'm saying though. When the Warriors were making threes, like when Steph got hot, the game was still here.
Right.
If they make 7 of those 27, it's a whole different. They're probably winning.
Trevor went 0 for 12.
It was a lot of splash, splash plays. KD hit that crazy one over Harden. Harden turned the shit over, and Klay hit the one to transition. Steph had a pull up. They looked crazy because of the play. Yeah. But if you look at the score, they was moving that shit from 6 to 9 and shit. Them niggas couldn't make any shots. And that's where James Harden. That's where I put it on him because you niggas, even with that, y'all are still in striking range, and you ain't busting a grape, and you haven't for the last month.
Look at a guy like Kyrie, right?
I can't give you a break.
Kyrie is picked apart for all kinds of things, right? But you want your superstars to be like run killers. Like, if you're going to score 10 straight, I'm going to get this guy the ball 30 feet from the basket, and he's going to end the run, or at least get his 2. And Harden couldn't do that the whole time. Yeah. And he was passive. He was tired. He was tired. I get it, he's tired.
Right. But you don't fall.
But the expectation of a superstar, like of an MVP, right? And he's second last. He's been second twice.
Don't get this bum ass nigga this MVP.
He's gotta break those runs. At home in Game 7, you busted your ass all year to get that game in your gym. and you can't hit up 1 out of 27
James
threes.
Harden got to eat that. And did you
to
watch?
play one-on-one basketball against the great.
Did you watch the press conference?
I
watched this press conference. I watched it this morning. I'm like, nah, you got to eat some of this. I don't
He
want to
has
hear
to.
all. I don't want to hear all that perfunctory shit.
It's
like
Game 7 of the
oh,
conference
well,
finals.
you know,
Somebody is
they
dope.
They have 4 All-Stars and no, nigga, where was you at? Is you the
Heavy is the head.
Because I mean,
I
think he had
man.
when you have
That's
33, he
is.
shot the ball bad. Like he tried to will him to one. Niggas didn't make shots. Nobody made shots. He got guys looks.
Yeah.
He got Capella going. He got Capella.
He had a great first half.
Gave Capella energy, and that's what else Steve Kerr did was fucking brilliant. He made them niggas take Capella out the game.
As crazy as it sounds.
That was fucking brilliant. Not because of the free throws. He knew we had to get him out the game.
Right.
Yeah.
That shit
Well, the
was brilliant. 'Cause
rebounds
That's
kept
when
them in the
shit was
game,
over.
and he needed that rebound.
Right,
off the
and
court.
PJ Tucker was nails. He was tough.
One thing I'll say about this, I don't feel the Warriors played great that series.
But a lot of credit to that to the Rockets.
Right,
looking
no,
back in
right.
hindsight.
That's
They
what I
played
was
great
going to say
defense.
too. The Rockets did play good defense. I feel like if the Warriors, we'll get to my point. What do y'all think the Cavs' chances are?
They're losing 5.
Slim,
Cavs
slim,
in 6,
if
man.
almost none.
They're losing 5.
Cavs at 6, man.
They're just athletically.
I feel
Out.
The
because
Cavs are, first of all, the Cavs are shit on defense. 2, here's the fucking hot
Cavs have been
take.
defending better.
Here's the hot take.
Cavs have been
They'll
defending
be
better.
they'll be better
They
without.
have been.
Hopefully, Kevin Love's still hurt because they're gonna.
They'll
fuck
be
Kevin
better
Love
defensively
up.
without
Yeah.
him. That's why I knew
They
they were
gonna
going to win
fuck
Game
Kevin Love
7.
up. Kevin Love damn near gonna look like he shouldn't be in this series playing.
Yeah.
Well, look at how Ryan Anderson looked, and it was 5 minutes he played.
Kevin Love better.
It was a disaster
I'd
every
rather
time.
have Nance in the game.
That's because he's dope.
LeBron's not going to let them off the hook. They don't play well like James Harden let them off the hook. I'll say that.
Well, LeBron's better than James Harden.
No, I know what I'm saying.
If
But
LeBron gets a Game 7, I'm
Right.
picking him. But who knows if he gets there, though, you know?
Nah, they don't have the firepower over there. It ain't about LeBron. Letting LeBron
Welcome.
fuck it up. But
They're just outgunned.
Cavs is going to be at 6. Look, man.
I'm rolling. Let's go. It's lit. It's lit.
I had a dream when I was wide awoke. I just
Dennis
seen
Rodman
this
talk to you?
No, it wasn't Dennis Rodman. It was, I don't know.
So they're gonna close out Game 6 in Cleveland.
Facts.
Man, I don't look. I had a
If
dream.
LeBron
man.
lets it go that far.
Look, man. Hey, they about to. He gonna win. They gonna build a statue of this nigga in front of the White House.
I help.
I'm
You
telling
can
you.
vote him right in.
Like
You got mine?
the story is set up too cold for him to win. Every analyst is going out of the way to say, "Oh, he doesn't." The people who love him, the Nick Wrights, and he doesn't have a shot. If he pulls this off, it's like, yep, they gonna find a way. Something's gonna happen. Somebody gonna break their face. Something's gonna happen.
That happens in boxing a lot, right? The whole world thinks this guy's going to
Oh,
win,
yeah.
and then Roy Jones gets knocked out. But sometimes Roy Jones just hits you in the
Tell you
ribs
where to
and
put your
puts you
money at,
down.
man.
So
Hey,
I see it. I see the narrative,
Yeah,
but
man.
There's nothing.
It's a little different when it's
ESPN
7
has to have
games.
Something to talk about.
it's a little
They're about
different
to
when
get
it's
fucked
7
up.
games versus
They're
one
gonna
on
win
one
game
specific
three.
night.
They're gonna win game 3.
I think a part of it is a testament to LeBron's greatness because
Right.
when there's somebody.
Well, I remember people were
when
saying they were
somebody's
going to
that-
beat the Spurs that year. They went to the final. You remember that? Because, I mean, LeBron was so amazing against Detroit and all that.
Yeah.
Right.
And I remember people
People-
like,
people
nah,
really
I
get
just
that.
believe.
He might just do it.
They going to beat the, like,
Right,
nah,
but
they
now,
going to
right,
get
and
that ass
that's
handed
the
to
thing to
them.
you. You remember how good, and that's back when I was saying LeBron was already the best player in the league. I was like, there's nobody better than him. Like, all that other shit, niggas winning. He was the best. Yeah, Kobe could win that shit. I don't give a
Fucking
fuck. That
champions.
nigga's better than him. He's better than him.
Spurs played with
So-
him for 4 games.
Yeah, but I saw a picture the other day. They were showing some clips from that series and the attention that LeBron was getting. It was going back and look at like, damn, they really just playing 5-on-1. Like this nigga's not doing nothing, and Booby
That
and
team was
Delonte.
trash.
That's what I'm saying. So even that shit was a little kind of. Cause it was really like we're just gonna chase this nigga around the court.
To how they beat the Pistons to
It
this
was like
day
some high
is
school
fucking
shit,
crazy.
right?
Yeah,
Like
like
a boxing
yeah.
one.
Yeah, like really, like we gonna just nickel cover this nigga
Yeah.
and
So you said the
figure it out.
Cavs in 6?
4.
Yeah, if you're going to go, you might as well go.
Man, it's just my like.
You could put $3 down and win $1 million in
can't-
Vegas for that one.
Right.
Cavs in 4, you win $1 million off of $3.
Shit, man. I can't say I'm gonna say like the Cavs are gonna win the series. I can't get the Warriors are a lot better than them. But
This is a question I had, right? This is just
LeBron,
this
man,
is
that
me
nigga
thinking.
is so great.
This is just me thinking.
I was
right?
be like, man, anything could happen.
What player can you take from Golden State and put on Cleveland, and then you say it's even?
Nobody.
So if Clay was
Oh,
on,
no,
if
say they
Clay
won.
was on the Cavs,
Yeah.
would you say
It'd be
this
cl-
series
it'd be
is
close.
even?
Yeah,
Yeah,
It'd be
because
close.
Clay's not missing
'Cause
but
Clay's
nigga
damn
shots.
good.
Clay gonna have 33.
So if it was LeBron, Clay, Kevin Love,
Oh yeah, they're winning.
and then Steph, Dre, and
Oh yeah,
and-
absolutely.
I
That'd
think
be
I
great.
think
I got the
I think a healthy Iguodala
I got
makes
the
him
Cavs.
close enough. to give him puncher's
A healthy
chance.
Iguodala could do some.
Healthy Iguodala, LeBron is it.
A healthy Iguodala, LeBron, Love.
Let's go.
But they
Nick
need
Young.
somebody for Durant.
Facts.
If you have Iguodala instead of Jeff Green, it looks way different.
Dog, Jeff Green, and we talked about Jeff Green a lot on Twitter. Jeff Green has been very good in these playoffs.
Jeff Green's been very good his whole career.
No, that's the thing, though. I've always liked Jeff Green. I always felt good for him, like just to be in the position he's in based on everything he's been through. But during the regular season, he didn't shoot it well at all.
Well, that's why he looks bad to people, because he can't shoot.
Because that's the thing, LeBron sets this nigga up. You have to make open shots, so when you miss, it's kind of magnified. Kevin Love gets in his head a lot with that shit. But Jeff Green in the playoffs has shot a lot better. He's defending well. So, I don't know.
So, all right, let's do our realistic picks. I'm not gonna say 4. I'm not gonna disrespect
man.
LeBron. I'll say 4.5.
I don't know what to say, Jeff.
I got Cavs. Warriors in 5, and I think 3 of the 4 wins are gonna be like 25, 30 points. Every home game.
I'll say
be a
that
blowout.
because the Cavs lose 25 point home.
Every home game is
going
gonna be a blowout. The Warriors are gonna barely
The
win.
Cavs
game
lose like
4.
that to the Pacers, so I'll give you that.
I mean, the Warriors are gonna barely win game 4 in Cleveland. They'll lose game 3 and then game 5 win by 30.
I'll say this: the Cavs are gonna win game 1.
No chance.
Game 1.
If they win game 1, they got action.
Game 1.
Yeah.
The Cavs are gonna win game
Cavs
1.
gonna win game 1 and
Man,
over.
shout outs to BMOC, shout outs to Live the Biz, man. This is the second year in a row I'm gonna miss game 1. I'll be in
You
LA.
didn't miss nothing in the first game 1 either, though, did you?
No,
Yeah.
but still, you're gonna watch.
You gonna watch the game?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna miss game 1.
Yeah.
The Cavs are winning
I'm
game
gonna probably
1.
miss it too. I'm gonna be at home, but I probably.
So I almost missed Game 7. Well, I missed most of Game 7. My brother and my son were playing a basketball game.
Yeah,
So
They won, right?
I'm being the jackass. I'm on the phone watching the game, and nothing's going on the court actually in front of me. I'm like, oh, and they're like, what the fuck happened? But I got to see the fourth quarter, and it was, I mean, it's easy to just kind of like let LeBron stuff just go as no big deal.
Yeah.
But sometimes this shit is like legendary, and we lose it in the moment because we're just. I've listened to the radio before. I think game 2 of the Celtics series. I was driving home, almost missed the start of the game, and the 2 hosts were talking. They said, "What is your expectation for LeBron tonight?" And the guy said, "I expect him to have a 40-point triple-double." And I was like, blown away. Like that's the baseline for him. 40-point triple.
Didn't Jason Terry say that shit the other day? Like Jason Terry said some shit like, "Yo, if LeBron is Jordan, he's gonna score. He scores 50 or 60 with a triple double."
And the wild part is LeBron had a 40-point triple double that night. They lost, and it's like not only is this an expectation, this fucking guy goes out and does it.
Right.
I don't think the expectation has ever been higher for a player.
Ever.
And that's kind of why I think one of the reasons why I think.
And I think
he
and
needs
I-
to go.
and-
If
and
you're
I
arguing
think-
him as
and
go,
I
that's
think
why.
period. Because even
Right from the beginning,
beginning,
they expected him to be Jordan when he was
Yeah,
15.
there was no
to
way.
come through on that.
There wasn't any way. Because do you think there was a way that put LeBron back in '96 that you could figure, okay, we can trade Vlade Divac for this nigga
Right.
coming out of high
I
school?
was talking to somebody else about that. I was talking to
Fuck
AC
no.
about
No,
that.
His
LeBron was
answer.
a better prospect than
Look,
say a Kobe
you know,
Bryant, no doubt.
No, he's a better prospect. but-
Player,
Yeah.
post prospect.
I don't know. This is why I be talking about errors. Because, man, I don't know what they would do with LeBron in 1996. You got to understand, Kobe and T-Mac opened that door. They wouldn't they wouldn't taking guards out of high school before they seen what happened
Right,
with
Garnett.
Garnett.
But the difference is
Garnett
LeBron.
was a big man. Was
Right, it was
different.
But LeBron's size made it different, and his passing, and also too his point guard ability.
I get it. Listen, man, if you go back and look and think about it, Kobe Bryant was by far the best player in that draft. Then, Stephon Marbury, Ray Allen, Allen Iverson.
He was by far better than AI at that point.
Yes.
No.
That's stretching.
No.
Yes.
No.
Steve Nash.
We're not doing that.
Yeah, it's a stretch.
I mean,
At that moment, nah.
All
Yes.
due respect to Kobe.
Yes.
And I was talking down Iverson the other day on Twitter.
Because
But it was
even-
Iverson
Yeah.
right then.
even
Iverson was number 1 in the draft for a
He
reason.
won't listen, man. Basketball is about opportunity. Like that. That's why you'll see Victor Oladipo. You'll say Russell Westbrook ain't got no help, and then you see him get the opportunity. You say, oh, this motherfucker's
Right.
an all-star.
Careers are made off just being drafted by the right team.
Right. But I'm saying, look, if you
He
look
wasn't
at,
better, but even when I agree with you, but no, not Iverson.
yeah.
We're not. Sometimes we gotta relax on this AI shit.
So-
we talked about
so,
this a couple
okay,
weeks
so-
We were
ago.
just talking about that.
because-
We gotta relax.
Because here's the
That
question.
nigga is a one in a even a nigga that good is a 1 in a million player that size.
Because
He's
this-
not.
because
We're
this is the
not
question.
doing that.
This is the
We're not
question.
doing that.
This is the question. So when did Kobe magically?
I don't know, but at that
Allen
draft day, he was not better than Allen Iverson.
When did it become midget? When?
Who knows when? It isn't
I don't
mythically.
know.
There's a maturation process of a
Right,
player.
I don't know.
I mean, that just
I can't.
that
You can't
happens
honestly
every
answer
year
that
with
question
players.
with a certain time, but at that time period, you think so?
Kobe was two
So-
or
so-
3
so-
years younger. If he fulfilled all of his upside, and his upside ended up being
I'm
further.
gonna tell you what I feel.
And AI lived up to all his expectations.
That's fine. I'm gonna tell you what I
More.
feel, right? So
Because a lot of number one picks don't
Hey,
get
I don't
that
think
good.
nobody. I mean,
Well,
if you read one of the
Because number
50 greatest
one
players
picks
of all time.
doesn't guarantee.
Doesn't mean he's gonna be
obviously,
one of the 50 greatest
right,
players of all time.
exactly.
when LeBron
He could be
came,
Joe fucking
when
Smith.
When LeBron came out the draft, how good was he?
He was like the
He was great.
sixth best player in the NBA.
That's what you feel.
I don't know.
No, I mean, because some
He was
people,
great.
some people like
He was
do-
already an elite NBA player.
LeBron, I'll say
He's
this:
that good.
LeBron was the number one pick his junior year.
So do you think
Yeah.
LeBron? You think LeBron draft day was better than Paul Pierce? Wherever Paul Pierce was at that time.
His
Yeah.
stock or his
No,
potential.
him right now. I'm 18 and give me the ball. I'm better than him right
He
now.
better.
Pierce
Paul
did
Pierce.
4 at Kansas, right? And won a
Yeah,
national
he did
title.
4.
I'm not even talking about none.
He
I'm
was talking about that moment.
Lance.
And he was
Yes.
right. He's in Boston playing in All-Star games. I'm better than him.
But
better
LeBron
than
also
Pierce
hella
that
better.
day.
But also,
That's
I
what
get what
I'm
you're
talking
saying.
about.
But LeBron was hella better than Kobe.
When? Out of
High school.
Yeah, I mean that's fine.
Hella better.
Yeah, I mean that's fine. But what I'm saying is, when you watch like the skill set and everything.
Who was the All-Star back in 2003?
I mean, it was Vince. It was T Mac.
Better than Vince.
It was
T-Web.
Paul Pierce. It was Kobe. It was Ray Allen.
He's better than Ray Allen.
It was you know them guards be slipping through the cracks. Maybe Rip Hamilton or
He's
some
better
shit
than
like that. But I'm saying like when you just look at Kobe Bryant's skill set.
I remember.
First and foremost, my bad. But
You
first and
Not
foremost,
just him, Melo too.
First and foremost, fam, they took Kobe with Eddie Jones, and he was an All-Star. Let you know how good Kobe was.
I
Yeah.
remember the narrative
That
in that
don't happen.
the narrative that
Yeah.
year in the All-Star game. People felt like LeBron and Melo got snubbed at the All-Star game.
They
They were
did.
that
Yeah.
good. They
They
were
did.
that good.
Both of them did.
Right. They were that good already.
And I feel didn't Melo take the Nuggets to the playoffs his rookie year?
They did.
They did.
They did.
They went to AC and he averaged 20 points a game went to the playoffs his rookie year.
People were mad he won. He didn't win Rookie of the Year.
That was the easiest one to give it to Cole. But you got to build LeBron's legacy, so that's his trophy. And I
Right.
get it, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? But Melo averaged 20.
You're not gonna get it because you average 0.2 points more than LeBron.
He averaged more points, more
Alright.
rebounds, and he took his team to the playoffs.
So Cavs and how many? We got a lot of shit to get to.
He just said 4, man.
All right, 4. We got a lot of shit to get
I
to.
said the Cavs are gonna win Game 1.
What the fuck?
That-
He
all
said
right,
the Cavs gonna win the
And, all right, and
basketball
what you
prediction.
got?
I think
Come on,
it's
Eddie.
crazy to say. I think it depends on Andre Iguodala because he just got a
already
second
might not
option on
even
his
play.
knee. He's got a second option on
They
his knee.
said
That's
Chris
never
Paul
good.
wouldn't have played till Game 3 if he was healthy.
Right. Look, I'm just Cavs in 6. I'm just keep the faith.
Cavs in 6.
Cavs in 6, man.
Man, I wish I would put your money where your mouth is. I'd be rich.
I don't have anything. They got emotional attachment.
Facts.
It's all right. Be
Cavs
like
in
that
6.
sometimes. Yeah.
Cavs
Exasperatedly
in 6.
pick Cavs in 6.
So the other
I think
big,
it'd be hilarious if the Cavs won.
that shit would be raw. I
It'd be
would
incredible.
pick the Cavs. I would want the Cavs.
It would be
to
the
win.
best
If
story.
I got to pick a story, I would
It'd be
absolutely
the best
pick
story by
Cavs.
far, yeah.
Absolutely. And then that Michael Jordan shit, which is, maybe no, I'd probably pick the Warriors. I don't want to hear that shit forever.
It might
I don't
dead
watch
that
ESPN
conversation.
now. That Michael Jordan
That's
shit will just
fact.
go
It might
insane.
dead it.
It might dead it. I mean,
And I
this
wouldn't-
is a mountain so high.
And I wouldn't understand why. But hey, man,
He feels like Mike would have won in 2. But
Because Mike wanted to call Trump a bum. That's why.
so
Mike definitely wouldn't have called Trevor bump.
the other big, the other big news that happened
Speaking
this
of
week
Trump lovers.
before that was moving on is Pusha T's album, which for about 15 hours we celebrated that shit, and I'm
Not
still
even
that's
that
the
long.
only shit that's
Oh, yeah,
getting-
'cause it was overnight,
Still,
so, yeah.
right now, that's the only shit getting run in my car. I haven't
Yeah.
put nothing else in besides Drake's diss since. I
Yeah.
don't think, but that shit was the talk of the town. Instagram lit, Diddy lit, everybody's
Did
IG.
he call it a classic?
Yeah, I mean that shit is fucking amazing.
Diddy
yo.
on too much Ciroc right now.
No, that album is fucking amazing. I think it was like one of the dopest it felt like 444 with the marriage of a production team
Yeah.
who Kanye had around him and the rapper. It felt like 444 to me. That kind of good. But it's shorter. But it's just like no, every song worked. But anyway, that was cool for about 15 hours.
Oh,
If that.
That shit is a scam.
It's
But I like Pusha T album is dope. But
You don't like that? What? You don't think it? I mean, how dope do you feel it is?
shit was good.
Okay.
Like it's Pusha T.
I haven't took. I'm not even a huge Pusha T fan. I haven't taken that
T
shit
has
out.
never let me down. I've
Right, you've
never
always
heard
loved
any
Pusha T.
Clips music that I
Yeah,
didn't
you've
like.
always loved
When
Pusha
I'm
T,
listening
Malice,
to it,
and
it's like,
Clips.
this is a clown.
Nigga, that album is because there's no like even for somebody like me. Once again, there's no reason for me to feel that way.
Yeah.
I'm not even a huge Pusha T fan, so I'm putting on like Pusha dope. Let me put the album on. Let me see. I have no idea what space Kanye's in, so I have no reason to feel this shit's gonna be spectacular.
No, you niggas is scam artists.
That shit. No, that music is great to the ears, my nigga.
It's tough for me, man. 'Cause I'm like, so as soon as Kanye was like, I'm making everybody's album. Anytime I'm chopping, they went to Amoeba Music, which is a big record store, and bought thousands of records. And so I'm like, see, these niggas is pandering to me. And so I'll listen to it, and then if you know comes on, I hear that beat, I'm like, oh my God, this fucking bitch ass nigga Kanye. Because fuck this nigga, man. But that shit takes me back. I feel like I was 20 again listening to that shit. I'm like, fuck, well, this is the nigga that made me want to like, no, I need to learn how to sample. Because, and it took me right back there. I'm like, so that part for me, because that shit personally means something to me and how I see.
The production is A1. I'm telling you, the shit
I'm
feels like 444 to me as far as the production and the rapper being fucking in tune and in line and
that infrared shit. Like, not forget the diss part, but just that beat.
Yeah, that beat.
Like, people don't understand how important. You know what's funny? I'm talking about this too. Like, because it's funny because we're getting older now, but you don't realize how like. So like in the 90s, right, they sampled a song from the 70s. That was only 20 years difference. Now it's like that now. So now if you sample a Lauryn Hill song, well, that's the same amount of time it was back in the day. And I'm listening to music nowadays, it's kind of off a little bit, but there's no breaks anymore in music.
Right.
So what are people going to sample 20 years from now?
Right.
Because music's not the same. There's no drums to sample.
Yeah. I think they'll just keep going further.
It's hella weird like that. So I'm like, it's interesting. So you don't hear like how music's gonna. I wonder how music's gonna change in the future. What's gonna what people? You can't sample Bryson Tiller.
That
or can you?
He didn't like Pusha. Like when people talk about niggas don't take a bar off, I don't think Pusha took a bar off that whole album.
And I think he was able to even more because there's only 7 songs.
And that's what I'm saying. I'm already locked in at this 8-7 songs because I'm a huge fan of that kind of album.
Absolutely.
Because it's inevitable. Once you get to 13, you're gonna be like, you know what I'm saying?
Scam, cuz it's dope, but
what's the scam?
Yeah, like
like all of these 7 songs, like we only doing 7, we can give our whole message. And nigga, what's your message?
I don't know if it's a message.
20 minutes of music.
But he said it. Everybody around Push and Push himself said this is high level luxury drug music.
Right.
And that was his message, and that's what he got across.
Well,
so that's your message. He got that across. He said that.
Nigga, when did he not make that?
Right, he always makes that.
Right,
but sometimes the shit sounds better than the other one.
Right.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying
this shit is fucking.
When niggas say, look,
because there's songs on like Clips albums like I'm doing good and all that kind of shit.
That shit hot.
Right, no, but that's I like that song.
Okay.
What I'm saying is, this is like there's none of those. It's just because what was the last album called, Eddie? The Darkest Before Dawn.
Yeah.
That shit was really good.
That album's good.
And before that, I did not like Push. I like Clips like everybody else did, but I feel people kind of overrated him. I feel like him and Malice, there wasn't no difference really. And people kind of just love Push him for some reason.
Malice can make one of those.
Yeah, put him in there with Kanye. Like, it wouldn't be too far off.
I've always felt Push is overrated, just in the sense that...
Well, you wrote about that shit.
Right. People make him out to be like an elite MC, right? Like, he's top of the game. And so we were just talking about Kyle Korver. He's an amazing specialist. That's what Pusha T is to me. He's incredible at what he does. He doesn't do everything, though. You know what I mean? And I'm not going to... 7 songs is good for him because
that's clutch,
I can't get 18 of these. I'm not sitting through 18 of these.
Right.
No matter how dope Kanye, no matter how much Kanye spazzes, you know. So that worked for me in that sense.
The last album was short.
But it's the way Lance put it was, it's good. And that's how I've always looked at Push. It was good. Just because I say it was good doesn't mean I think it's awful.
Right,
Just because I don't say it's incredible doesn't mean I think it's awful. It was good. It was a Pusha T EP or whatever. It was cool. It was solid. I really liked the second song. I forget what it was called. But he was what did he say? It's for people that was raised on people from straight out of Compton. Like he was going off. I can appreciate, especially in this climate where so much of the rap is like I hate when people say like substance, but it's kind of like it's kind of like feeble, I guess. It's about nothing, and it's all just carefree. I can appreciate a rapper who kind of harkens back to an era where it's like, oh, like, the way I put it is, I don't know if I could beat him up. I could beat Lil Pump up.
Right.
My 32-year-old ass out of shape, I could beat him up. I don't know. Me and Pusha T might have a little scrap. You know? Sometimes you need that energy. You need to get in your car and hear that instead of just, bullshit for hours. It's just like, it worked in that level. Drake took the thunder right away.
Man. Like, first of all, if I'm Pusha, who the fuck gave this nigga the drop?
Right.
Who gave him the drop? Because you didn't hear that at midnight and did that. Like, nah, nigga, you heard that shit 4 days ago. Yeah. Like, is there any talk about that shit? Like, niggas feel like you got it?
Yeah, well, matter of fact, they did talk about that on Ebro now. There's like, they felt like, because Ebro and Rosenberg were like, we got the album Wednesday or something like that. They were like, so I'm sure
the album was sent out. The album was in my email. The album was sent out.
Yeah.
So it wasn't too
shit
hard
the
to
industry
get it.
gets that it's not supposed to get out. People hear stuff. There was a dope story. This is kind of an example real quick. MC Hammer, when he made Too Legit to Quit, that was his first, after the other shit, his first big, that was like $1 million video. And he said he got a call from Michael Jackson, and Michael called him like, I know what you did in this video. They don't know if you remember that video. Him and James Brown kind of dissed Mike, but they did diss him. And Mike called him like, how the fuck did you know this video is being made? So birdies are out there. Like, there's a bunch of viruses
the Pusha T album
out there.
So Pusha T works, I can say works with the media, but he's definitely like a blogger favorite, right? And they'll reach out. So I know personally multiple people that got the album Wednesday morning or whatever. Right. And it's, you get advanced copies here and there.
That's how it used to be.
That's how it used to be, yeah.
Of course you used to have it way before.
Right, and there's albums where you get here and there, but Pusha T was definitely working the phones in that sense because he was getting out. So
he knew he had something special.
It's nothing
he said he
for
was Trev going like this.
And it was that listening party.
It's nothing for a writer to rip it
big.
and DM it to Drake, right? Or even if Drake had like somebody in the studio or whatever.
You made it for him to hear.
I know, but getting the drop,
get it early.
He was able to
because that's Drake's MO. I'm gonna snap back
his
quick,
release
right?
Day. Yeah. Like he really fucked his birthday up.
He did.
Nigga fucking ran through his birthday parties.
That's what
like it was a fucking celebration of life, my nigga. That nigga was rapping that shit to Pharrell and Swiss and shit on IG. It's lit. I'm listening to it like, ooh, this fire. Yeah. And then this shit comes in like, damn, nigga's birthday over at 2.
Like we was having a conversation the other day at the gym about niggas you gotta leave alone. Is Drake on the leave alone list officially?
Well, the way
he is, but Push. I mean, niggas heard Push new diss.
We're going to get that in a minute.
So the way
is Drake on that?
What I call Drake is, and I always use the same analogy, is Drake is like the weirdo at school, but he just like he knows jujitsu or some shit.
Yeah, he might catch you.
So it's like, look, he'll tell you like, please don't fuck with, and in a roundhouse you keep fucking like you probably shouldn't. He don't play fair. He just. He goes hard when he's calculated. He's a hard guy to beat in a beef, as corny as he is.
And Drake, nigga, I mean, we can talk about whatever with the pen. Like, Drake is nice as fuck.
Right.
Like, at rapping. So, Drake, I don't think nobody ever thinks Drake needed help with, like, bars of rapping. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you just ask a nigga to make a factory of hits, he needs to call some brains to get shit going. It's like Kanye made so much music, but you don't think he can just go in there and make a beat again? Right. You know what I'm saying? Like Drake, nigga.
I always look at it like a comedian, right? You get big enough, you'll have somebody help you with the jokes. Because at that point, it's too hard to come up with all that shit.
Especially with the pressures of it all.
Right.
That's entertainment in general.
Right, and you've been saying that for
comics, rappers. Your favorite rapper that had niggas write his rhymes. I don't fuck what niggas be.
The stories you hear in behind the scenes in the industry of people just getting ready-made songs, the list is long. Your guy had one, right? And I had heard that, the Nas story,
the Queens Get the Money?
Years before. Yeah. And it was like kind of like conjecture, right? Like I didn't believe it. And then I heard it again. And I was like, well, you don't even know the person who told me this first. So where the fuck is this coming from? And then it finally comes to light. And that's not the only person. Not even close.
Came out with that.
Right. Yeah. But it was, New York studios talk, right? Yeah. And it was a thing that was just passed around New York studios for a few years. And that hit came back to me from somebody that I know, kicking it with an engineer, and here's this. And I was like, this is a Nas fan that told me, and I'm like, that sounds kind of dumb. He's like, look, the person told me, I trust.
I've written jokes before and said, this sounds like so-and-so, and told them, like, yo, you'll sound better doing that.
Right.
That's just entertainment.
I was watching
And they were talking about a check too. You give somebody records.
I was watching an interview.
That's what Drake said, right? That was his defense.
There was a Rap Genius interview with Biggs, and Biggs was talking about how certain things he said, just Jay would put him in the rap, like even guys who are not writing for you turning the bars. Like
We watched Jay take Lucifer. We watched him do it. He put that out there for us to see it.
Well, speaking of Faith to Black, I saw something the other day I didn't know, and this was I think prior to knowing shit like this, I didn't know this. The evidence from Dilated Peoples brought Kanye Last Call.
Yeah, I mean, you said that.
That was his beat. He's like, but I couldn't get it to Jay. I don't know how to get, but Kanye was helping him. Kanye did My Way for that. Was that song?
Yeah.
He was like, man, get his kid the Mr. Rockefeller sample. Kind of like how Ryan Fest did with Jesus Walks.
Right. It happens
But
all the time.
I think that evidence makes beats though. So he might have already had the structure of the beat, but he was like, Kanye made it because he added all the strings and the basses, and like I just had the sample and had like loop whatever. But
for Pusha T album though, to bring it full, so Pusha T album is dope though. That 7-song shit, because they said they're putting out 5-7 song albums. That's a fucking scam. But
do you think Kanye's coming out Friday? Or was it Friday, right?
It's supposed to be Friday. Yeah.
This Friday?
Do you think it's coming out Friday?
Kanye is a scam artist.
There's a lot of people who believe it's coming out Friday.
I have no idea.
I hope so.
And then the Cudi one is next week.
And then Nas.
Him and
after that.
Cudi.
I believe it.
I don't believe
then
Nas
Nas
is coming out. I believe if
Over
Kanye
there,
wants to
I'm
make
thinking,
6
like,
songs
Nas
tonight,
was-
he can
Nas
and put
was
some
super
shit out.
quiet on IG for a minute, so I think Nas is working.
But
Nas
yeah.
has probably made 3 albums by now. He just maybe doesn't like it.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Well, Nas' album. That's
Well,
the thing.
Salam Remy said he got $1 million.
That's the thing. Nas' album is done. When Nas made that song, it was done. Nas said it took so long to come out. He said he liked the song. He was like, now it's old.
Yeah.
So now he doesn't like. He was on Jimmy Kimmel, and he was like, I don't like these songs anymore. So I gotta.
And that happens a lot.
Yeah.
That happens a lot to a lot of guys.
Took him 6 years.
Yeah, I
but-
mean, Kanye said he coming out. He been tweeting for a reason. I hope it come out.
Right.
You done brought us all on the Trump side. You done wore your hat. I mean,
Somebody posted there was a meme with the. It was like Kanye's MAGA beats got me like, and it was showed
that sheriff
the
nigga.
Duncan sheriff part nigga.
So then on the way up here, we hear Pusha shit.
I'm proud of him.
Story at.
I'm proud of him.
Story of Drake's son.
So the shit about Push is now we just know that this ain't just like a rap. Like niggas are willing to go the full yard on any personal shit. Niggas, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if it was when what made Pusha be like, yeah, I'll do that. Was it when he made even a reference
fiance.
towards my wife?
Yeah.
Right. This girl like it's hands off. You know I'm talking about 40 and all this shit. Serious shit. You know what I'm saying?
I was nervous when I heard it, and I was the story of OJB. I didn't want to hear it because especially a song like that, you get so identified in that song. I wanted this to stay on its own. Like I don't know what beat that duppy shit is, but
I think it's original.
yeah, it sounds like it's original. So that's just Drake. So tying that to a beat that's now like a classic, I was nervous the first 10, 15 seconds, but Push went in. So
no, that shit is hard, and now that like the gloves are off.
yeah,
Nigga,
talking about niggas' moms.
Yeah.
And
Well,
the daddy left and all kind of
He,
shit.
he learned from Meek's mistakes because
Right.
Drake is so
Facts.
calculated. You got to go at it that we're not just gonna drop something. Like it has to be a whole presentation.
There's no way
He finds the picture. He comes right back. Right. Meek waited 2 weeks or whatever.
he probably
can't
had
wait
half
with
of
Meek.
a song done already. Because there's no way
He knew.
niggas learn from like that. That can't ever happen again. Like
He learned
you
from his
did-
own mistake. He waited 2 years himself
Well,
to come back.
he been dissing Drake since 2011.
Right. But
Niggas
But-
need to leave Drake alone, man. Like, cause
I mean, I don't know. That was a good comeback.
No, it was.
No, yeah, it was.
No,
And
it was good.
Pusha got the end, like, cause one thing about going to battle like that, you gotta decide you got the time.
Right.
Yeah.
So how long does Drake want to do this shit? That's why to this day, that's why he didn't do this shit with Joe Budden. He's like, man, I'm not doing this with it. Joe Budden would still be making diss records right now.
Yeah.
That's why I think Drake never. He's not doing that
and
shit.
ain't no angle. I really think Drake be going at niggas. He don't think a rap that good. Like you looking at Pusha T, like, nah, not you, man. Meek, not you.
Drake is like Floyd. Like when you fight Floyd, he picks the ring, he picks
Right,
you, he picks
right,
the gloves, he
right.
picks what they
'Cause
sell in the
niggas,
fucking
I'm
hot
like,
dog
I'm fans
stand.
all the
Fool
niggas.
Kenny
They don't
wanted
like
to
rap.
smoke. And
Yeah,
that nigga didn't.
yeah.
That nigga put the fire out.
Right.
Joe
He threw
Budden
the little
would
jabs at
still
Kenny,
be
but he's not gonna
making
get in the
diss
ring with
records
Kenny.
to this day.
That has to happen though, right?
What?
With
Him and Kendrick?
Him and
It
Kendrick.
has to happen,
I mean,
right?
maybe, but
I think
they both understand that's something that you do when the building is on fire on your way out.
Yeah,
right.
You don't just do it when everybody climbing. That don't make no sense right
Yeah.
now. You
There's
do
no
that.
point.
It's like when LeBron busts out the "I'm gonna get a layup every time" offense. Like I can't do this every day, but when it's
That's
4
true,
minutes
because,
left.
because the building was kind
And
of.
I think when that shit gotta happen, the labels gotta come together and shit.
For
Like
Nas
that
and
shit
Jay,
that big.
Yeah.
Like I think it gotta be
for Nas and Jay, Nas's building was a little on fire.
right.
And that was actually
And then Jungle hopped out in the middle of Central Park.
Actually, Formega said that. He was like, one reason why that shit was so good because he didn't get there was. Nas was like, I have no net. All you need is getting
I
it.
remember when it came out, niggas was like Jay's picking on Nas.
Yeah.
That was like the narrative. It wasn't like it was like, oh nigga, why Jay kicking this nigga while he down? We like, wait, think Nas weak
Yeah,
now.
the idea was Nas was done, right?
Yeah.
Like he gave Nas that.
Yeah,
that
he
little verse.
rejuvenated Nas. You can make a strong argument that Nas may not be the Nas today without that. He would be at Harlow's, possibly.
He would be seen like that because if he doesn't have that
Let me
second
take all
run,
this shit off real quick.
No, I mean, but
but
that's how careers work.
no,
if he
no,
doesn't
no.
have that
Yeah.
second run, right?
Yeah.
If he doesn't have that 2000s run, and then Jay does have that 2000s run, then
Yeah.
it's like not even a debate. It's like
Yeah.
this
Right.
is a guy who had a nice little run in the 90s, and he's DMX.
Because I always be thinking about the
Yeah.
turn of where Jay-Z could have just been rapping at festivals and shit now. You'd be like, nigga, oh, you know Jay gonna be at Bottle Rock
Right.
or whatever. Like, there's always that turn. Ain't that what it's called in Napa? The one that just happened.
Oh,
this
yeah.
weekend.
The one with 40 and it was that.
Yeah, like, he'd be
It's
like,
a
nigga, 40 and Jay gonna be on there. Nigga, like, we going. You know what I'm saying? Like, that could have easily happened.
It's a very fine line between a legacy act and a nostalgia act.
Right.
It's a very fine line.
Absolutely.
So that kind of pushed Nas over that line, and DMX is under it, and
Yeah.
Ja Rule is under it, and
Yeah. And it's a battle of
Method
attrition.
Man.
it is.
You know what I'm saying? It's a battle of attrition out there. Like, when niggas be like, I'm still standing, that shit gotta feel weird. Like, when a nigga like Fab be like, nah, nigga, I'm still very here.
Yeah.
All right, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
'cause
20
a lot
years later.
of that stuff is the thought process is that, but it's a want to do that shit.
Nas said
Right.
that shit on.
You literally have to want to, like, so if you say like Method Man, right? Method Man will go do, not even Method Man, that's a bad example. He's like a big actor and shit. But like Jizzle was just
Yeah, at
Jizzle,
Harlow's with Nas.
Jizzle was just at Harlow. But
And Jizz is great. Jizz is great. A legend, but
yeah, Jizzle's not even good because Jizz ain't got no hits.
he's a legend. But what I'm saying, he's part of a
You mean like
legendary.
Nori or somebody. Well, Nori got shit popping right now.
Yeah, but ain't nobody going to a Nori show.
even
But in
Nori,
a different way,
no,
right?
even Nori,
Redman.
Nori makes
Red.
sense.
Yeah.
Nori makes sense, right? So even Nori, right? So Nori had to make a decision, right? To where, okay, I want to still get money, but how am I going to do it? Because
Yeah.
yes, you can come perform at Harlow's, but even Harlow's is a choice based on the pressure of selling tickets.
Right.
Okay, like
We
we
don't want
went,
to get embarrassed.
it's going to be
It's
people
true.
there because they'll give the tickets out. They'll put them on Groupon and all that. We went to go see T.I. at Ace of Spades. And this Ace of Spades is like 1,000 people
Right,
standing room
1,500
only.
people.
You know what I'm
right?
saying? Something like that. Now, if T.I. wanted to, he could put the energy in and say, nah, I want to do 5,000 seaters again.
Yeah.
But
Bring somebody with you on tour.
do I feel like doing that?
Right.
Because, right now, this is one thing that happened, too, is everything went more independent. Like, everybody went more and got more conscious of, I don't even need them. I can just do the same thing. I got a direct
Because you have Instagram.
access to my fans.
That's
and I
crazy,
can
which
just sell
makes
them that like that.
Which makes like certain people just look back at how forward thinkers niggas like Master P and hella Bay Area artists
Right.
were. That shit's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, so it's like, cause I be looking at it and cause I be talking to venues and I see how the shit work and people be thinking certain stuff and it's like, that nigga just got a lot of fucking money, dog. Like, and he minimized his workload.
Right.
It's all, who was I talking? Somebody and they was like, nigga, I don't want to go on tour. You crazy? Like, that shit ain't fun.
Tour's
Especially
hard.
if it's
Touring
not
is
done
hard.
Joe Budden be talking about that shit.
Yeah.
Doing little venues and shit. Be like, man, I don't even feel
It's
like doing
not
that
worth
shit.
it at that
I-
point.
I
To
tell
go
you
out there
this.
for $5,000 or
I-
$3,000, it's
I'll
not
tell
worth
you
it.
this.
Yeah.
Whack ass security shit.
Comics in New York, for the most part, don't leave New York.
Yeah.
Like you not like and they're bigger than comics in New York. They can get so much money in the city and go sleep in their own bed.
Because
Yeah.
And be
Brooklyn
with
and
their family.
Queens are like the 4th or 5th biggest cities in the country.
Well, that
Alone,
explains
like,
that explains
just
a lot
those
of
two
rappers
places,
too,
you
though,
know.
right? And a lot of tri-state rappers.
Yeah, they go to Jersey.
The
go
ones
to
we
New
kind
York,
of
go to
make fun of, like
Connecticut.
Fabulous
Jewels.
can't come and do a big show
Yeah.
in Sacramento or
Right.
Oakland, but he can get a nice ballroom field out in New York pretty much
Yeah.
twice a week if he wants.
Right, all the time.
It's like a residency out there if he wanted to.
Yeah, right.
And even if Fab wanted to, He could.
Right.
But
That's
I'm gonna
promotion,
extend
that's
all
time.
that energy
Right.
to go do what I can do home.
Yeah.
It just
You
it
can
don't
get
make
in your
no
car and
sense.
go home.
There's more ways
Yeah,
to.
just
Yeah.
don't
So,
wanna do that shit.
like 10 years ago, maybe not even that long, 6 years ago, touring was the money. Touring was where you got all the money because when streaming got prevalent, when songs got cheaper, when everything was free, touring is where you made your money, merch is where you
Yeah,
made your
'cause
money.
you-
Now
yeah.
you can kind of make money off music again if you do it right, especially being independent.
Yeah.
You got Empire who's printing money for people. It's a little different. You
Oh,
don't
you got a
necessarily have to
360.
tour.
if you do it right, but that's still how you still gonna make your money from your live show.
You
'Cause
can
you're
get your
an
bread,
entertainer.
especially if you want to make a lot of money. If I want to clear millions this year, I can go do a 40-day tour. And
you're
you know,
gonna have to get in front of some people
Right.
if you want to make some money.
like you said, some of it's
But-
desire though. Do
Yeah,
I
it's the
want to be on?
desire.
Do I want to
And
be in the
then-
van and a sprinter for fucking
Man,
2 months?
you'll have a certain conversation with people, and then it'll open up your thing. You be like, oh, that makes sense. Like, like when you hear people turn down money, and you be like, I don't feel like doing that shit.
Yeah.
Right. And it's literally like I don't want to do that. Like I don't want to. And it's like you can't fathom that when you're not in it.
Right.
But then the
I think
person
people-
who does take it, you feel like they're more popping than this person, but they just didn't want to do it.
They didn't want to do it.
And it just be like, no.
How do you guys think this shit ends? Like,
Drake and
With
Push.
how many like how many rounds? How many how does this shit end? Does somebody come out looking crazy? Is niggas gonna look at Drake? I mean, once again, when shit like this happens, when Drake decides to do that one thing, you know Push is coming again because everybody. It's like the Mayweather fight, nigga. Everybody wants that fight.
I don't think
Yeah.
Push is popular enough to just outright win. There will be people who feel like
Right.
he represents a certain type of hip hop,
But
but
he
he's
has
just
the
the
team,
default
though.
winner. I don't think he's popping enough.
And he
to
can't
win.
put a
Drake
chink
is,
in
Drake
Drake's
is
armor,
one of
right?
Yeah.
the biggest artists, period, in the world.
Yeah.
Right.
That's an uphill battle.
But I think what can happen though is real quick is Drake, regardless of anything, all of his success, and that's why Drake took in on this shit. Part of it, I think, is Drake wants to be like, no, nigga, I'm a rapper and I'm ill, nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think Drake wants take no L.
I
So that'll be interesting, but I don't think Drake has the energy to outlast these niggas. That's why if I was his nigga, if I was with Drake's core, I'd be like, bro, no,
It ain't
because this
even-
nigga could do.
It ain't even energy to outlast them. This is why you gotta be calculated when you're doing this kind of shit, dog. Drake has made it a thing to where he says like, yo, if I diss you, I'm gonna make sure the song makes sense. So
Yeah.
as soon as you go get a non-original beat, you just cut off.
I was saying that earlier.
You cut. They not finna play that shit. They gonna just play the real song.
Yeah.
He finna go dish you on a 0 to 100 beat
Yeah.
that might just play in the club all summer.
Right.
The response is good because it doesn't always have to be better. It kind of has to be meaner, which is why Ether was so successful.
And timely.
Right? And timely. So that's why the response is good. But Drake will respond too.
But
I don't
how many
think-
times does Drake
I don't-
respond?
That's the
How
thing.
many times does Drake
They're going to
respond
be
to?
around for a while. Drake has an album coming out.
Drake has a work rate that a lot of people in his status aren't matching. Kendrick will make an album every 3 years.
But
Drake will
does
make
he want to
50
use that
songs
for
a year.
Pusha T? Because anything, like he said, he's sending the invoice. Because man, if I was in I'd be like, nah, we're not doing this.
Drake-
Besides a line on the song,
But I think the lines Push a step through on this disc.
I'm talking about the first one
No,
though.
what I'm
He
saying
don't
is-
even write his songs.
Well,
All
no,
right,
but I'm
cool.
talking about, right, and that's why you come.
You know what I'm saying?
Right, that's
Like-
and you hit him with that.
Good.
But Push came back now. Okay, your dad left you.
That's why I wouldn't have done it the first
You
time.
don't take care of your kids.
Right.
Now
That's
Drake
you know
has
what's
to
funny
keep
about
playing.
That's why I wouldn't have done it the first.
Right, but
that information,
but to your question, how long does it go? Now it's gonna go.
It has to.
And the thing is, it's gonna be a good music.
Is that pepper?
It looks like pepper.
He's got pepper on the desk.
Where do you see pepper?
Right next
Yeah.
to you, that's pepper.
I thought
The
that was
vape?
pepper.
This?
Yeah. That's a vape pen. It was turned around, looked like pepper. I don't vape. I eat pepper though.
Yeah, I can tell you're all about pepper.
Go ahead, what were you saying, Brixx?
It's gonna be a good music summer. It's gonna be a Drake summer. So it's
That's
gonna
what
be a
I'm saying.
lot
Why
of shit.
give Pusha that?
I mean, you're
Summer.
going to hear some blims. I don't know if Drake. I mean, but he might.
No, but Drake. See, I think
I
Drake
didn't think Drake could do the one he did.
Drake's in a position.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't think he would either, or nor I thought she should, because Drake is absolutely coming out with a full diss record because of
Yeah,
this last
because
track.
now they're gonna say, okay, the album's not out yet. 40, let's go in. We got some more shit to talk about.
As calculated as Drake is and was against Meek, he was expecting to respond.
Right.
He knew he had to respond because people have been asking him to diss Push for years.
Oh no, he said
Right.
he had. What was the? He said he had 3P, but he just never released.
Yeah, we never heard 3P.
Right.
Maybe 3P
Yeah.
might be on might switch up some shit and that'd be a Pusha diss.
Drake knew what he was getting into when he did. So I don't know how many rounds, but he's definitely replying to this.
Did y'all hear Rosenberg talking about where this shit kind of came from, essentially?
No,
from
like
the very beginning.
Yeah, like
I don't be watching
So-
that shit. I know he started with dissing Wayne
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. But where that came from?
with the
No.
babe shit.
It came before that. It was what happened to that boy. And them niggas never paid Pharrell for that
Right.
shit.
And that's what.
And if you
the issue
notice,
is.
the Neptunes have never did nothing with Wayne, Nicki, Birdman, none of them. They don't do music for them. So them niggas didn't, Birdman don't pay niggas.
They more-
I thought
he don't pay
Pharrell
no-
was
So-
on Carter 3.
Carter 3.
Is it?
I mean, I don't know.
Kanye's on there, Alchemist.
I feel like
I just remember
Maybe
hella
that's-
producers been on there.
Yeah.
But
But it started from that. And then so that's his camp.
for the record.
And then also too, and then it goes to the Bape shit. And then it was like, well, no, BBC. They were like, we don't want you wearing BBC, that's our shit. And Wayne started wearing BBC. And then it just got from there. But it started what happened to that boy in
the
Birdman.
funniest thing is
Neptunes.
Wayne be staying out of all this shit. Niggas be talking. Wayne
Drake-
just
Drake
disappeared.
said he
But that's the one thing with Drake, man.
Wayne
Because
was
y'all
at the
niggas
game
know
with
I'm not the
fucking
Drake.
headphones on.
I'm not the Drake guy. But
That's weird.
I will give Drake his respect for a couple reasons. This time last year, niggas was looking at Drake like, you gotta bust a move, because niggas didn't love views, they didn't love more life. Drake's, besides you and Manny,
Oh.
those songs didn't perform to Drake's standards on the charts.
Right.
People were like, Joe Budden, a lot of big shows, Everyday Struggle shit, questioning like, well, what's Drake gonna do? Because everybody's always looking for somebody's fault. When's it gonna happen? Is this the part?
Like niggas,
His
waiting
run
on,
is
like niggas are
unprecedented.
like niggas are
Drake,
waiting on
right.
Nicki's, and
Exactly.
Nicki might deliver with this.
And
She
Drake,
just pushed it back, so who
I
knows,
think
man.
Nicki's in a position where she can't win right now. Sorry to switch that real quick, but it's kind of fucked up for her. But go ahead.
yeah, we can get to that too. That's interesting. Drake, but then he's okay. Y'all niggas thought I was cold. Hit
And
niggas
the
over
Meek
the
came
head.
out with his best
Then
record
he hit niggas right.
ever to
Then
me.
he
I
hit
think God's
niggas up-
Plan is
guys-
Drake's dopest single ever.
Yeah,
He's winning. I mean,
That shit is
hit niggas
unbelievable.
upside the head with that.
for last year
Then he
being
followed it up again. On top of niggas already like the diplomatic community also.
Right.
Right.
And
Diplomatic
then he
Community's
follows
crazy.
it up with a nice
Nice
for what
for what?
shit. And then it's like, well, Drake don't really beef with niggas. And he come up and slap this niggas like that. And he said he did it, nigga, because I'm doing it for the team.
Right.
Because Wayne,
Right.
these niggas ain't like
That's
you said.
that was the part I liked.
Wayne's not gonna do it. Nah,
Wayne and
I'm gonna
Baby.
put the cape on.
He
You
put it
when
on
was the
for
last
both
time-
of
Right, and even with that, when was the last time you even seen Drake next to Birdman?
Right.
Fucking
because he picked
years.
his side. He picked his side when they beat.
Right.
He
He
made
got
it
a
clear.
little- he got a little
Publicly,
Wayne
him
tattoo.
and
They quietly
right.
sued him back, right.
Right, and then publicly, even him and Nicki fell out.
Right.
That shit was weird for them for a long
y'all be
time.
getting smacked by a nigga with Lil Wayne tattoo.
Yeah, like, so
no.
I respect Drake for all these different, like, Drake really did some real nigga shit by holding the shit down, looking at the adversity, coming back. The gangster niggas, Pusha T's the big dope dealer nigga, Drake, Meek is the Philly dirty braids nigga, and he slapped both the niggas upside the head.
Kendrick Perkins,
Yeah, like,
the most brolic dude in the
yeah.
NBA.
He knew, well, that's the thing, he knew what Kendrick to pick on.
Right.
He picked the right Kendrick, but,
Right.
but salute to Drake for that, man, because that was some
Well,
real
because
shit.
especially with last year being the big Jay-Z and Kendrick year.
Yeah.
And that's his competition, right?
Right.
That's all that's left for
And
him.
that's the-
and
oh,
they
go ahead.
owned the year. And he said, well, I'm going to just bounce right back.
It is always the weird relationship between Drake, because in the very beginning, Drake, Kanye, and Jay was cool. Jay was on the first album. Kanye did, Find Your Love, and Kanye produced that weak ass video, but
You could tell he was hair.
idols become rivals.
But that's industry shit, though.
Idols
he
become
said
rivals
it. I got
so
rap
fast.
dudes I got to act like I like. That's been industry shit. You could tell him
Right, but
even
they
even
want
want
to
to
make
snap at
a
Kanye
lot
for a
of
minute.
stuff together, though. I mean, Kanye was on fucking More Life.
He
know
didn't
what I'm saying? Like-
want to snap at Kanye for a minute.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
he hit him the hardest.
That
Yeah.
probably stretched my
That-
hands line was so hard.
And that's the thing, too. That's the interesting about Kanye.
He clapped at Kanye.
That nigga's not going to say nothing.
Nothing.
No, he's gonna say something that's gonna come out shitty. It's gonna be
I
stupid.
cannot
He
imagine.
might say a bar, but he ain't.
Yo, if he's gonna diss Ray J in that dumb, corny ass way,
That's what I'm saying.
he's gonna say something about Drake, and it's just gonna suck.
I can't imagine a Kanye West diss.
It won't be
not
an
gonna
outright
diss him.
diss.
He's
But
not
he'll
gonna
say
diss him.
something.
Yeah.
That shit sounds like it's gonna be so awful.
Kanye West's not about to do no.
That's what I'm saying. So that's like Eddie said. A lot
Pusha
of
gonna
that
take
shit.
a lot of this shit off.
that shit was for Kanye.
Yeah.
He clapped that.
I think he
bad.
felt away by it for even be like, dog, you did this whole album, you letting this nigga do this to me after I'm done shit for your weak ass.
When Kanye responds, it's gonna be in some weird ass interview.
Man, that nigga really couldn't believe Pusha T was talking to him. Like,
Yeah, he really. It
Like,
was,
it really
It was
be-
Nas eat the shit like nigga.
It really be
Right.
that. Like, you really looking like, fam, you
I
not
know
even
this
that good at
fucking-
rap, and you
He
talking
was
about
annoyed.
writing, but I be writing all this niggas raps,
Yeah.
and y'all not that good, and leave me alone.
Yeah.
And niggas be trying to bully Drake because he like soft and shit. That's why I be liking to watch him smack niggas, because I know niggas ain't that tough, and niggas be acting like,
Right.
and it be like,
And to your point, I remember when 30 Hours came out, you were saying how 30 Hours sound like Drake.
It definitely does.
yeah, but it's like, niggas ain't finna keep talking about fake rapping and all of that, and then you keep bigging up Rick Ross. Like, that don't even make no sense to me. Like, he's a
Yeah.
correctional officer,
Yeah.
rapping about drugs.
Got Ross on the album. Yeah.
And y'all talking about all this fake rap shit going on. It's like, fam, everybody just rap and have fun. Like, what are we talking about, man? Like,
Yeah.
until one of you niggas ready to shoot the police, like, everybody just have a
it'd
seat
be interesting
and
though,
relax.
because Drake-
Now Kanye said he thinks like Pac. Nigga, he didn't hear Pusha.
That's what I'm saying.
It'd be
man.
interesting
Like,
with
all
Drake
that
because
shit
Drake be so like Drake when he did the Zane Lowe interview before More Life, was it? Before More Life. And he was talking and he was like, and the way he said it was just so like, get this nigga the fuck out. He was like, yeah, man, you know, we're here, man. We're fucking playing games. Like the way he said it sounded like a fucking dork.
Right.
Like, okay, but
Because
he
he
is a dork.
Right. But it's weird, like but niggas get in the booth and that cape come on, like Drake's a totally different nigga. Like that interview.
Drake,
was
I
just
know,
like-
because Drake has amazing presence and swag on.
Yeah,
as an MC.
absolutely,
So
absolutely.
it's crazy.
And because something threw me off. You said the diss don't gotta be better. It could just be meaner, like Ether.
Yeah.
Meaning that Takeover was better than Ether.
Well, we can do this right now.
Oh my
Me and this
gosh.
guy done this a million times.
Oh my
Like
God.
Takeover is just a better structured song, right? Like he kind of just broke them down like an essay, and then Nas came back and was just talking shit to him with a Tupac sample.
Well,
I'm gonna leave that one alone. We gonna talk about Roseanne.
This
Okay.
will take forever, right?
It's
but,
tough
but
because-
I want to say,
We gonna talk about Roseanne.
I want to say,
Nah, look,
I want to say one more thing about Drake though, because
no, we
you made a good
gotta
point.
keep going.
No,
with
we
this.
can't do the Ether takeover thing today.
No, we can't. It's gonna take so long. It'll be the whole show. But I want to agree with you about Drake.
I
A lot
love
of these
Drake
dudes
too,
are
man.
way
Like, Drake is
closer,
my-
way closer to Drake than they are to that image they put
most people
on the TV screen.
Yeah.
And you know, you get around them a little bit and you'll see. You know what I mean? It's like, so for him being soft to be the diss, a lot of these dudes got to eat crow too, because they're all of that shit and more. You know what I mean? They embellish all day on rap. That's what rap is.
Yeah.
A lot of them are way closer to
Like Jay
the real Rick, the Rick Ross, the rapper, than the real Rick Ross. A lot of them are way closer than that.
Yeah.
So
And if you
I
ever hear Freeway
appreciate Drake
Rick
saying-
Ross talk, if you ever hear Freeway Rick Ross talk, you be saying
I
he,
talked to
could,
Rick Ross in the barbershop.
he couldn't be the biggest gangster you talking about. They don't
Right.
talk like that.
Right.
They sound like Drake.
Who was
not,
it that
not
said that on
as
the song?
I
much.
sat down with him for 30 talked to him at the barbershop.
Al Capone wasn't rapping about all that shit he was doing. You know, who was somebody said it? I think it might have been Jay. Like,
Yeah.
you putting all that on a record, these people don't even
They
talk.
really, they really
Yeah.
talk.
They don't even
like,
talk on the phone. I won't even talk on a building. Meet me in a
Yeah.
park.
Facts.
Look, man, I was telling
No
somebody. I
phones.
was telling
Right.
somebody else. I was like, man, when I was around, like, the few times I be around like really, really rich people, they act so much different. Like they be so humble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we be broke with an attitude. Like
Yeah.
talking to this nigga. These rich people be like, hey, you need anything? Everything
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Family good. They be like servants to you.
Yeah.
And you be like, oh, maybe we got this shit all wrong. Like, cause you get around there, he got one Gucci belt, and now he can't see no more. He see you over there.
They got the Aria a couple floors up, and you can't tell that nigga shit.
I had a
Okay.
friend take me to the NBA game that they were playing in, put me in some good seeds, basically treated the family that night out, right? see him after the game, and it's thank you for coming. Thank me for coming.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
But that is the energy they keep. They're really appreciative of where they're at. And they're kind of just trying to spread the love.
That's why you fuck with Bronny. Brought your family to a game. And you said,
If only.
Jordan never brought my family to a
If
game.
only.
You way better than that. Gambling, alcoholic, cigar smoking, baseball, retired.
That 30 for 30 is gonna be insane.
That's gonna be amazing.
I mean, I tell you, you know what I do in free time? I watch old basketball in real life.
I do it a
I
lot
sit there
on YouTube.
and watch
Yeah.
the random 91 Sonics versus.
I watched the Sixers and the Kings the other day.
So I was like, I be watching Jordan like, nah,
YouTube got all that
fam. Like,
shit.
nah, fam, this really happened, dog. Like,
Yeah.
and it's like, offense is easier. You know what I mean? The floor is spread out. Everybody's playing screen roll. You don't have to really be able to get off the same way, and everybody's playing for fouls and all that. When you watch it and you like, yeah, niggas ain't better than this dude, man. Like, it's fucked up because, like, what you would have to do, and LeBron would be like, the numbers will be there and all of that, and you'll be like, nah, bruh,
Nah, bro, what?
you're not as better than him.
Not to run this conversation into the ground, but the fact that you could just legit isolate in that era just makes it different to me. Because when LeBron has the ball on the side of the court, it's somebody meeting him at the block, it's somebody meeting him at the elbow. They can zone up like that. And the illegal defense back then, you had to be so close to your man. If your man was above the free throw line, you had to be above the free throw line. And Mike ate off ISOs. Not to say that Mike couldn't do what he did now. He'd be a different player. Just like LeBron would be then. If LeBron could back you into the basket back then like Shaq or
Charles Barkley, they changed that rule.
he would look incredible too.
That offensive rule, they changed that rule for Mike, illegal offense, where they said you can't isolate the floor. You can't have one player over here.
Right.
He's antithesis over here. Now all you niggas go over there and move.
And it's funny because you watch those games and the spacing looks so different on the floor.
Absolutely.
Like there's
The three-point
legit,
shot wasn't
And it
the
was
same.
way
it's
more
legit
packed in.
1-4 flat ISOs, and you just can't do that today.
And it was more packed
was
in.
compact.
The floor is a lot bigger now.
I was watching,
'cause
I think, Jazz and Bulls recently, and it's like a guy on the block, a guy on the elbow, and another guy on the baseline mid-range. You would never see that in a game today. It doesn't matter how bad
That
these
shit
guys
looks
shoot.
like basketball.
And it's like, how did you even
it
drive?
looks like basketball, like John. If you went to John Wooden's pages and how he drew basketball.
Yeah.
That's
Shout
what
out
it
to
looks
Pete
like.
Carrill and the Sacramento Kings for changing the face of basketball.
When's,
I'm dead serious. I mean, they changed the game of basketball.
when's the last time you seen
Basketball
a
hasn't
team?
been played the same since the Kings. The Kings don't get nearly enough credit for shit. The game hasn't been played since.
When's the last time you seen a team run high-low, right? Because I see
Yeah.
kids, my son plays, I see little teams run it all the time. But you wouldn't dare have a guy on the elbow and the block. And the Pistons tried to try it for like a couple weeks when they got Blake, and it was like, no, never mind. We're running the same.
saw some of those games?
1-4 spread. A couple.
So
It was
the
ugly.
The other thing we got to
I watched basketball for a living. I gotta watch stupid shit like
The
that.
other thing we got to, that sounds rough. The other thing we got to get to is, because this shit just broke today that, I guess, did you see the initial tweets that Roseanne had made
Man, fuck
About-
that bitch.
about the young lady or lady, I think,
The black lady.
the black lady who was in Obama's
She called
camp.
the lady a Muslim
Right.
and a monkey.
So you know what's crazy though is there is a part of me that be kind of getting annoyed by the I don't know how to say this, the fake left pretend that they care TV station, like the Grammys. It's fake like the shit is it feels fake to me. It doesn't feel like these motherfuckers really truly
You know what I don't agree with
about
that?
these insensitive.
Because we're talking about artists. And artists are the most free-thinking motherfuckers.
Right.
That's why I don't agree with that. Because you
Being
can't-
left is popular.
No,
being left is
but
in.
I think when you are an artist, everything you do, because if you're an actor, you might have to play a role. Your best role might be you being gay. If you're a rapper, if you're
Definitely my best role.
if you're a rapper and you made music about shooting niggas, you don't want no restrictions on nothing. So the mind state of Hollywood and people like that, like at the Grammys or at the Oscars where they protest some Me Too shit, is because the thought process is so freaky. They can't do their job without that. So I do think there's an innate part of that that goes against that ultra
my
right
thing
side.
is if they really cared like that, then there'd be like blacks on TV, there'd be blacks getting marketed and pushed, they don't give a fuck to me.
It's good PR.
But-
It's PR. That
good
shit.
PR.
So
But-
them
but,
jumping on the Roseanne shit, I'm like, okay,
but
that'd be
to-
dope. Keep Roseanne on and then put another black show.
No, but
up.
that's the thing though.
Fuck
But to,
that.
but to your
Like,
point, but that's the thing though. Because if I'm not mistaken, the lady at ABC who made that decision is black.
Sure.
And ABC right now is super. ABC had an Asian show. They have black shows. They got the show about the nigga who was the mayor.
What's the Asian
ABC.
show?
It's council now.
Fresh off the boat.
Yeah, that. So that got canceled. Right now they have a show about a kid who's autistic, who's a doctor. ABC.
That's
is,
Doogie Howser.
Right.
No, Doogie didn't have autism.
Oh, he was a kid, huh?
Yeah. So ABC, against that, ABC is super progressive.
Sure.
Look at their lineup.
Because every station is like, I don't mean
NBC wasn't. NBC is notoriously white. It's not the same everywhere, so you can't say that ABC.
and Fox, obviously.
Devil's advocate says if you're giving this side of the spectrum, you should also give free reign to that side of the spectrum.
That's how
Roseanne-
I feel because then it starts feeling fake to me.
No,
because I don't feel like people are really offended.
No, because in real life, because Roseanne's saying is real life. If they wanted to have some controversial shit on the show,
Right.
that's different.
I feel that.
This is her real
Roseanne
life. But this is
fucked
on her
up.
Twitter like, now this bitch is a black monkey, whatever the fuck she said.
Roseanne fucked
Like,
up her bag.
And the
Personally.
bag for everybody else.
Right, a bunch of
And
other
she
people's
might
bag.
end
Because
up
it was
like
high,
Mel Gibson.
they had high ratings,
So
right?
who was a bigger movie star, nigga, when we was growing up than Mel Gibson?
Right.
When was the last time we fucking seen Mel Gibson?
Mel Gibson coming back.
He
was
had
in-
one movie a couple years ago that he was somebody's dad.
He was in line to direct a Marvel movie or some shit like that. Like, I swear I just
Like he was like,
he's on the way back, like you said.
I have no pockets, Jay. I don't. But
This nigga.
Roseanne can end up like that, but worse because she's older than Mel Gibson was at that point.
Well,
Like,
like that, Roseanne is a comic, so she can always tour and do
well,
shows.
she can do the KKK circuit.
And that shit,
And she'll make hella money.
Which is a big
Fuck around, be
circuit.
president.
She's a man. One thing about one thing about live entertainment is if people are paid to come see you, you always will be able to get some money.
Does she do?
If you're willing to
the
do, if you're not picky about the size of the room, you can do rooms. You can always do that.
Do comedy clubs, and you know when you Roseanne, a comedy club, they're not paying her the same as they would pay me.
Yeah.
It's like she can go in with a guarantee. Roseanne can say I need $100,000.
And those rooms are more forgiving than the TV screen.
Yeah, you can say whatever the fuck
You
you
got
Not
more
just
leeway in
forgiving,
there.
you just don't. If it's not recorded, you just heard what you heard.
Yeah.
You said the worst shit in the world. Tracy Morgan said the shit. Only reason it was a problem because it was recorded.
What do you say?
When he kept saying the faggot thing, if my son was a faggot, I'd kill him or some shit like
Damn.
that.
Holy
But it was recorded,
Yeah.
so they caught it. You know what I mean? The thing with Kramer, when he was saying the shit, I just don't know if he was good at anything. You know what I mean? Tracy Morgan got some leeway, and he had already made some of the. I mean, I don't know if has anybody from Seinfeld done anything after Seinfeld besides Seinfeld?
Julia Louis-Dreyfus, yeah.
She had Veep.
Award-winning show.
Yeah.
Oh, that's her. V.
Yeah.
Jason Alexander pops up too.
Who?
Kramer, not Kramer. George.
George Costanza.
He pops up and stuff.
I thought his name was really George Costanza. He got a different name.
And his dad, when Arthur
Yeah,
was on
different
King of Queens.
Yeah, he's pops up stuff, movie shows.
That's the short bald guy.
Yeah.
He's funny.
I've never
George
seen
Costanza's dad was Arthur, right?
What?
King of Queens. I don't know.
Who was Jerry Stiller's dad? Who was?
Ben Stiller.
No, I'm talking about on Seinfeld. He was somebody's dad, and he went on
Yeah.
the King of Queens.
Oh.
He went on to be.
Yeah, but I mean, so I be looking at that shit and I be like, all right, bro. Like, I don't understand if you Roseanne why you have to tweet like that type of shit. You can just say it. You can just say it on stage,
Right.
and nothing will happen. When you tweet shit,
And you think that I think the other thing though is Roseanne's from a different era, and I don't think
an era of motherfuckers who shouldn't be tweeting.
Right.
Oh,
right. That's
you
what I'm
on
saying.
Twitter.
That's what I'm saying. So she forgets that you can't just go do that shit. Man, you can do that shit at your shows, but it ain't
Roseanne-
the temperature and it ain't
Roseanne's
the.
a comic. So
Right.
for her, it's like this is insensitive, and even if you feel that way, it's a joke, and it's like it's some racist shit. But people say racist shit all the time, especially people in comedy. But just don't tweet that shit, bro. It's just not necessary.
She fucking on everybody else's bag
They
too.
cancel that shit immediately.
Yeah, That shit happened Tuesday morning. They got canceled Tuesday morning.
That shit was crazy.
That was shorter than fucking Pusha T's album party.
And you would figure they would
they
have
love
like.
him, they love him Pusha T again after the diss, man.
Yeah.
He's back.
And
He's
it's-
definitely back.
And it's funny because you would figure.
And it should be. That album's spectacular.
And you figure there'd be like some kind of discussion, maybe 2 or 3 days where shit's kind of controversial.
She can backpedal. Did
That's
she
one of those
backpedal at
deals-
all?
Yeah, she did. And
That's
she,
one-
she said my
She
bad, and she
apologized
canceled
and all
Twitter.
that.
She deleted her Twitter.
Yeah.
That's
And
one
all
of-
the- and what was
Well, it's one of those deals. It seems like they were kind of waiting for the cutoff point. Like they were waiting for her to fuck up bad enough to be like, okay,
I
never
heard-
see
And they bring
because
new
it's
girl
good
up there,
PR
too.
when they do it, and they've
Yeah,
already
well,
made
no,
their
what
money.
What happened with Roseanne
Right.
was everybody knows how she is. So it was one of the things towards like a matter of time. She gonna do or
Yeah,
say something.
the
and
time
get
bomb.
this shit out of here. But she, being from that other era, it's like nigga if Archie Bunker was out right now and he's like, they gonna cancel this shit at some point.
Yeah.
Y'all seen the previews for Cedric's new show?
No, you got a new
So
show.
you guys show.
Yeah.
Is that one
Shout
show
out
for
to-
that one show for what my dad said it is? The
We was talking about
Tracy
Tracy
Morgan
Channel.
shit.
That shit's
That
hella
shit's
funny.
dope.
It's funny?
That shit's
It's very dope.
Tracy Morgan's not funny to me. His voice.
He's
annoys
not.
me.
He's never been funny to me.
Tracy Morgan's he's an acquired taste. I
His
get
That
it.
voice,
show-
as soon as I see him,
A lot of
I'm like,
But
comedians
even
alright.
besides the funny shit, it's just a good ass show.
It's a good show.
It's
I'm
hella
gonna check
good.
it out.
And you gotta watch the uncut version.
So
When does that come on?
Cedric was fun.
It's on demand. You can watch the clean version that comes on like network TV or the uncut version.
but now what's in the it's Cedric's new show. You ain't seen it either, Jay, the previews for it?
No.
The channels come on.
No, Cedric's new show.
No.
He
What
killed me
channel?
when he came to sound.
Yeah, I thought it was.
He
I
killed
thought
me.
It was
It
really
ain't
good.
came out yet. I seen the
No, I know,
Yeah, I
but
thought it was
what's gonna
really
come
good.
on though?
Eddie Griffin? Holy
know.
smokes, he was dead.
I don't know what
Dumb.
what channel it is.
Eddie
But,
Griffin was terrible.
Nah, so
He was
Cedric's
bottom
new
of the barrel
show-
for sure.
Cedric's new show is it's him. How do I say it? Okay, they're the black. It's a black neighborhood, and they want to keep the neighborhood black. And Cedric has some like white neighbors move next door, and he don't like it. It's like Cedric as Archie Bunker type shit.
Is it
That
coming
could
on
work.
TV?
You
Like,
know what? You know what? You know what? I
It
don't.
seems like 30-minute TV's coming back pretty strongly.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? This is the thing though, because they tried that shit with D.L. Hughley back in the '90s.
Hughley's work though. That shit had like 5
Right,
seasons.
right. But what they said it was supposed to be like the new Archie Bunker,
Yeah.
and it wasn't. I'm a big All in the Family guy. It's one of my favorite shows. Sometimes you gotta just let shit live, because it's not that. You can't recreate this. Like that.
The way Hollywood work though is all they do is recreate shit.
Right, no, I know,
even
but-
if you wanted, say you had a dope idea.
That
right?
shit's not even Sanford and Son.
Say you had a dope idea.
Not to knock it like that, but I mean,
If you had a dope idea, that's the way you push it.
yeah,
You have to tell them it's this meets this.
right. No, I
Right.
know.
To even understand.
Right, for them
Right.
to start
It's All in
processing.
the Family meets Martin.
Right, but
And they
all the,
say,
but
"Oh,
you know,
listen,"
but the
like,
reason why I use All in the Family specifically
because he was really racist.
I mean, I don't know if Carol O'Connell was racist, but
It was really in his heart. You
he
can't act that good.
he
was-
did an amazing job, and also too, it's that setting in that time. That shit is. I feel like
almost
I
impossible
feel
to
like
recreate.
and that's being a comic too. I feel like I'm sure you know this. Entertainment is lightning in a bottle. For the most part, like there's been times I've lost beats, and even with the same sample, I couldn't make it the same again because you're in that groove.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And
Certain things are impossible. To
right, and then
recreate.
and back then, what All in the Family was, it just nailed it. So it's certain shit, because there's a lot of
But look
emotion,
what's going on right now, though. We're in a real. time.
but let it breathe, just let it happen.
Yeah, and I didn't say that, or they didn't say that it was that. I was just looking at the previews. It was like
You
oh,
could tell
Yeah,
that.
Rob Reiner is Michael Stivic in real life. I follow Rob Reiner on Twitter. He's really fucking Michael Stivic in real life. That shit's dope.
Michael, you talking about Michael Stivic, right?
You know that? Okay, The Wolf of Wall Street.
Okay.
Jordan's dad was always cussing and yelling and shit.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's
Oh
Rob
yeah,
Reiner.
yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, so yeah. So back to this takeover either thing. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so it's a better.
I can't do this. See, I'm dressed like the ultimate Jay-Z fanboy right now. I wasn't even on
I mean,
purpose.
As you
You are,
should
bro.
be.
It's
You
cool.
are.
I love Jay, but I don't dress like this normally. I just do
Yes,
on
you
some
do.
shit.
It's okay.
You got a Rock Nation hat or crown, and you got 7 of them.
It's okay.
Yeah, but I'm not all together like that. But I love Jay. I still want the title because get my Game 4 on title, all that. Takeover. Takeover. I've heard the narrative that it's a lot of jokes. But there was a lot of shit that Nas was saying that people felt and also was
We called
real.
him a Thai boho, and we still celebrate.
Right,
that
but
shit
even with
today.
that, okay, but
That was a joke among a bunch of troops, though.
Hold on, nah,
That
hold on,
was the
hold
humor
on,
part.
hold on. Nah, he said it was better. I just want to hear.
Called him Cockefeller. Like,
I
this
want-
is a good diss.
I want.
Yes.
Nah, I want to hear. Oh, you don't think Ether's good?
and I have a game
Great.
for
There's a
it
reason why
about all this
Ether
shit.
has become entered the lexicon of rap. Right? Is when you
It's
say
not even
something.
the it's like the bar.
Yeah,
Like ether is like stand, like it's just a word we use. It's a verb now,
yeah.
right?
Nobody ever
Ethered
got
you.
nobody ever got takeover.
This doesn't roll off the tongue, right? But
Yeah, if somebody right now, if I made fun of Trevor and it was bad, like you got ether,
so
like getting mossed.
Hold on, but now let him.
but Nas got underdog points here too, because like we said earlier,
Sure, there's some of
he
that.
kind of dug him out the grave, and so it's like.
But it's still,
You
but,
came back.
but even with that though, Nas still has to execute. Because also too, people,
Of course.
and people don't give enough credit to the Izzo freestyle. That
Well, that's what
shit
started it,
was
right?
fucking incredible.
Right. But I just need to hear. I need to hear what makes Takeover better than Ether.
Well, it's an argument you heard millions of times. So it's like what you said.
No, I ain't never.
He
talked
brought
to you about
facts, and then he brings your mama jokes, and it's like, okay, that gets the job done,
this. No.
But
So
this
okay,
thing-
hold no, because he had opinions.
right? And then not
We can't replace facts for opinion. Like those are opinions. Jay's opinions. His albums was lame.
Yeah.
And Tybo Ho and lame
Nas,
are the same.
Jay essentially said,
cheese.
I'm more successful than you now. If you're supposed to be so great, why aren't you better and more successful than me? And then broke it down like an essay. He did like a thesis statement and broke down a bunch of parts. And it's only one verse of a song, and then Nas came back with
Because
a
he thought
whole
that
damn
was gonna be
song.
No,
enough.
not
of-
one verse of a
He
song.
thought it was gonna be done. He definitely
He
did.
had a Summer Jam presentation.
But the
He brought Michael
presentation was
Jackson out.
more about.
Yeah,
So-
Mike goes,
so this
yeah,
is-
Mike goes signing that shit.
So, this is my understanding of the Summer Jam performance. It was
Oh,
it was
well,
about Mobb Deep, and he
Yeah,
ended it
Nas
with
wasn't on.
Nas.
Nas's verse was
Ask
on that
Nas, he
verse.
don't want it with Hov. No,
Yeah.
and then the song ends. It's like,
Yeah.
oh shit.
Because you
What
notice,
the fuck?
if you notice, Takeover's 4 verses, which is obscure for normal
Right.
song structure. The original one at Summer Jam didn't have that Nas
Right.
verse.
So
on there.
okay, so Takeover is better because it was facts.
Takeover's better because it's a better song and it's more well structured. He went, like I said,
He didn't
broke
just-
it down like a college
Nas
essay.
just instantly murdered Jay-Z. Jay-Z was a little slower and gradual.
Yeah, he was more calculated, right? This is like, I appreciate
But
the calculation.
okay, but that's kind of like the boxer fighter thing.
That's exactly what it is.
If a nigga's in there shoulder rolling and technical, your foot. What if a nigga just come in and punch you in the motherfucking face?
Yeah, because
Which is
Nas-
what happened.
It's not.
And
it's
what
not
will
even
kill?
a-
What gets on World Star? The shoulder roll or a nigga getting his nose bloody?
No, it's not even a
Right.
boxer. It's not
But
even a
and
boxer.
on the same
analogy.
token, though,
Getting your nose bloody
you
is
were
getting your
put-
nose bloody forever.
on the same token, though,
Forever. That always
Miguel
wins.
Cotto busted Floyd's nose, right?
No,
Floyd
but I'm
won
talking about
fight.
the fucking
And we
knocking
acknowledge
nose.
him as a
Fuck the
tactician.
busting nose. Knocking a nigga the fuck out.
But that's not a knockout, though. You know how it's not a knockout?
Between those two
Jay's still
records,
here.
though, it wasn't. But if you compare, dog, these are things that are. Fuck man, with this title bag. This is the thing that happened.
Go ahead.
It's a fact and it's audio. Jay was on Angie Martinez like, oh, man,
Can't take that away.
I don't know, man. I don't know, man. This shit was like, I kind of.
Well, that's one of those moments.
That
though.
happened.
That's one of those moments. Like
That's a nigga.
We're never
you
seeing
only
that
do
again.
that when a nigga knocks you on the ground.
we're never seeing that
Yes
again.
or no?
'Cause
You
you're
don't do
never
that
getting
when a nigga
that raw
pushes you.
reaction ever again because you're not gonna expose yourself like that, right? Somebody
Right.
disses
Nas
you, you
put
listen
that
at home
nigga
and not
in
do that
his
shit.
feelings.
He did.
That Jay
look,
said
To say Takeover-
on Blueprint 2.
Since I will not
Niggas
lose,
be-
they try to help him cheat.
Yeah.
I really need to.
Which I kind of agree with in a sense.
Who helped him? If Jay-Z is, and this
Like
is
I said,
I'm gonna tell you what
Nas
that's-
got
I'm gonna tell you what
underdog
that's- I'm gonna tell you what that's absolute bullshit. And when Jay said that, because how are they helping you cheat when they wouldn't even let Nas perform how he wanted to at Summer Jam? That's why Nas went on the radio and said Cam was
But
weak
he-
and Laurie and them
he
niggas was
doesn't-
weak.
he
So
doesn't
how are they
mean-
helping Nas cheat?
The
When they
public
wouldn't even let
perception,
Nas
though.
do, they wouldn't even let Nas do a set at Summer Jam. They let Jay come up there, like we said, and put the big board up and bring Mike out
let me-
and do all the
before you
shit.
finish.
Nas went up there to do what he wanted to do, and Hot 97 wouldn't let him. So who's helping Nas? And we already made the point that Nas was the underdog. So who's helping Nas cheat?
So the
Hold
public
on.
perception became
You're Hove the
that's a
guy.
better right. He's
And we
an
know who the
underdog
God
voice.
MC is, nigga, for real.
Jay-Z's your favorite rapper?
Yeah.
It's okay. It's starting to make sense now. All right, cool. So the song.
Who's your favorite rapper?
Tupac.
50.
50.
Another nigga can't fuck
Where do
with
you
Nas.
place Jay-Z in like the hierarchy?
Jay-Z's probably
The GOAT. You said he's the GOAT.
Yeah, I mean, if I had to look at everything, he would. I think he has to be the person who pushes rap. Like, if you say rap music, that's the person you gotta look at that can kind of take you to everything else, if that makes sense.
He's a good gate.
Yes.
Kenyon came up with a good term, a gateway drug. Jay-Z's the
Oh,
gateway
yeah,
drug.
but now if you asking me, nah, he's not Tupac, but it's like, nigga, I'm from California and I'm of an age where that's Tupac. And there's
Another
certain
nigga couldn't
things.
fuck with Nas.
Tupac has a cultural relevance that I don't think anybody's matched. Even
Yeah.
Jay. Like, he just mattered more.
Yeah.
It helped, not helped, but him dying strengthened that.
Yeah, and it's yeah.
So I get that. I get that.
Tupac. So I forgot what I say. Threw me off.
Oh,
But so it was better. Like the rap. No, lyrically.
I think the rapping was better too.
So lyrically, you
Yeah.
think Takeover's better than
Yeah, because I think Nas had another gear he never got to because he only had to throw that punch, right? As far as rapping, as far as like breaking him down, and he never needed to.
Okay, so
Nas never needed a second record.
Yeah,
That's kind of
so-
how you know he won.
Yeah.
He never needed a second
Yeah.
record.
So either.
But me personally, I
so
think Takeover's
either
better.
is strictly just meaner.
Yeah, in my
And in
in my opinion,
you're only supposed to be nice or
you're not supposed to. And which is
Do you just, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's like, okay. It's
and Jay tried to go there later.
so
because he had to
you're
respond.
you're a Game of Thrones buff too.
Right.
Nas, I'll be the king of the ashes. I'll just burn. Like, I don't have to.
Bro,
build
yeah, I'll burn the whole building.
Yeah,
Fuck
I don't
yeah.
have to. I'm not gonna storm.
And then-
King's
and then-
Landing.
and
I'm
then-
not gonna go around and go to. Nah, nigga, I'm gonna just call. I got 3 dragons. I'm gonna fucking burn all your shit down.
Well,
I seen Game of Zones. Some Bleacher Report.
Yeah, I can't. Remember. Giants got some Game of Thrones shit too. It's the Giants one.
Oh,
Giants got a Game of Thrones.
I heard it's funny. I've never watched it.
Because
Game of Zones.
even like when you say
This is what I'll say. Nas won the battle because Jay made 3 songs to try to
Yeah.
prove that he won the battle. I just think Takeover was a better song. I think it was a better diss record.
I give him a beat.
No, him the beat.
And it's only
The beat is incredible.
a quarter of it is about Nas.
And and I'll say this too.
Which also makes it
And I'll say
kinda
this.
already not better.
And I'll say this. I love Takeover. I know every single word of Takeover. Takeover is a great record. When I heard it,
you like this shit like that?
Takeover is dope. I mean, there's nothing.
do you think
everything
Jay
about-
performs
Everything
Takeover?
about the blueprint is incredible.
There's no way he performs right.
Nah, hell nah.
Well, I was at what's the name, and Ice Cube was performing No Vaseline.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, bro, like,
You
Do
won,
think-
bro.
Okay, matter of fact, I saw Jamel Hill tweeted this other day about, I think it was yesterday, about No Vaseline. Do you think No Vaseline is in any way overrated?
no,
If we could say Ether and Hit 'Em Up are overrated.
nah, No Vaseline is the shit. But it was like, even in that time, all of their disses was just you're gay.
Right.
Right.
So
That's
it's
what
just
I'll be listening to.
So it's
like,
of the era. It's
Once
of the
again,
era.
we talk about eras again.
It's just
Right, it's of the
everything-
era.
Everything is he
because
fucking you,
because
you
no
sucking
because
his
no
dick.
because there's classic disses before that.
Luke's
weren't
bending
just-
over.
Because
Listen
once
to
again, no
Trevor.
Vaseline. Once again, we're talking about uncut, raw,
Yeah.
no Vaseline, nigga. Like,
Right.
Listen to
But that's
Drake
what the
that
song
is
was
with
about.
my
So
nuts
that's
on your
true.
tonsils and all of
Right.
that shit. Is that niggas was just really homophobic, and it was just a bunch of gay
So my
jokes.
dick's got to fit and all
Yeah,
that shit. I don't know
that's
why
how
you
they
care
dissed
about
each
that.
other. Like, but
That was the whole deal, like you
I
said.
heard that. I be wanting to talk to people who think Ether or Takeover's better. I be trying to hear it. Like, now what do you?
Takeover's a great record.
Word.
And two of my
Yeah,
favorite,
Takeover's great.
Nas is my favorite rapper. Prodigy's one of my favorite rappers. So these are my guys getting it from Jay, who's one of my favorite rappers. So there's no like that shit is hot. Takeover's
Right.
crazy. But Ether was, and like I said, if you wanted the tactical rapping part of it, that Izzo freestyle before Ether was that. If you want that part of it, and I love Nas because then they both made the final record kind of, which was Last Real Nigga Alive and Blueprint 2.
Nas
And
took
Nas's angle on Last Real Nigga Alive was dope as fuck. Because even in that, he wasn't even hating on Jay. He talked about how Big wanted to be like Jay. He said, "Oh, them niggas started to hit, but Jigga started to rap like us, but hit what ain't no nigga. Like you still want to be us."
Nas took the low hanging fruit, and a lot of beefs. That's what wins.
What was the low hanging fruit?
The jokes, and a lot of beefs. You just but like I said the same thing earlier about Push. Push that shit isn't.
And
It's not gonna sound better as you listen.
And there was wordy, clever shit in there.
Right,
like
right.
just clever, like the Dame Diddy, Dame Daddy. Oh, I get it, you Biggie and he's Puffy. Like a nigga
Right.
always know. Like there was shit in there that was things
Right.
that people believe.
to say-
The same way people believe, like, yo, well, Illmatic was fire, but the next album was on. Niggas really feel like, oh, you niggas is trying to be fucking Big and Puff.
And compared to Beans, you whack.
You know
And now you with Sunshine dancing
That was the
around with
be-
green
that was
suits
the-
on.
You know
That
what's
was
funny
one of
about
the
that,
best
too?
ones.
You know what's funny about that? If you say Reasonable Doubt, Volume 1, Volume 2,
I've
Volume
been listening
3,
to Volume 1 a lot lately.
I'm telling you,
Dynasty,
Volume 1 is hard as fuck for
and then
6 songs.
Blueprint, what is Jay talking about with Nas's catalog?
As
Like
far
this
as
shit
what?
is just, this shit is like the
It's
same.
the same, absolutely. I mean, you know, I know.
Well, I
that.
don't think so. I think Volume 2.
No, actually, no. I
I'm
think.
talking about, I mean,
Well, it
sales is
starts off.
something
Well, it
else.
starts off too because you go.
Sales is something
It's a little.
else.
The year's a little off because it's not. But Reasonable Doubt and Volume 1 are not better than Illmatic and It Was Written. Fuck no.
Okay.
And then and then the only difference between I Am and Hard Knock Life is Hard Knock Life, the record, the single.
Nah, I think Volume 2 is better.
Yeah, Volume 2 is
Volume
definitely
2 is better. Like, I listen to I Am Now and I'll be like, yeah. Because Nas's music isn't easy listening and it gets boring. So I get it.
Which is his Achilles heel, right? Which is why
I mean,
he's
for
not
some
Jay.
people, because this is what it is for some people.
I mean,
And
Hate Me
that-
Now is. I mean, that's as good as anything on, or better than anything on Volume 2.
Right. Well, no, but
Hate
that's
Me
cool.
Now.
Yeah, I mean that's fine. But what I'm
New
saying
York State
is,
of Mind Part 2. My favorite Nas song, arguably top 2 or 3, I say, Ghetto Prisoners. Like, that's as good as a lot of that shit, man. But to wrap the shit up real quick though, like Jacob, what's y'all's top by game? What's y'all top 4 disc records?
Favorite? Let's see here. Man, I enjoy just because of that era. I enjoyed the whole fucking Jada and fucking Beans and like I enjoyed that whole
was a fun
Rockefeller
time.
that whole Rockefeller Rough Rider shit.
Yeah.
That whole shit was just fun, and I think Beans definitely came out on the good end of that. I thought Beans was best at that shit.
think Beans pulled that out.
Yeah. T.I. and Lil Flip was fun. They were both like my favorite rappers at that time too.
Yeah.
But T.I. just murdered that nigga and made Lil Flip. He turned Lil Flip into a joke. Lil Flip was not a joke.
Nah.
He didn't become a joke until after that shit. Lil Flip was not a joke. Niggas fuck with Flip. Niggas was really rocking with the Freestyle King shit, all the shit, nigga.
Yeah.
You know, so that one was dope.
Game Over was crazy.
Game Over was so hard. I dare a nigga not to still knock that like that shit. That come on, niggas gonna be, you know, senior year in high school. So the Nas and Jay-Z shit will always be something. And then Last probably hit him up just because that was just the greatest shit talking in the history of shit talking.
Yeah.
Like the talking was better than the fucking record. Like,
Yeah.
so I'd probably say those 4.
Yeah, but it was because he meant every word.
Yeah, I mean it was the greatest shit. Like that shit was just too hard.
Yeah, yeah.
What you got, Lance?
Top 4 disses, second round knockout. Ethan, hit him up, and whatever 50 said about Ja Rule.
Yeah, that was great too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was fucking
Not the
amazing.
album shit, just
Yeah.
like
Yeah, the whole shit. That's why it'd be hard because with this it'd be more about the beef. Like, what's the dopest beefs? Yeah, and that was fucking amazing. Even though that was so one-sided.
Yeah.
That was just one nigga fucking annihilating the other.
Yeah. And you love clapback. You're a clapback guy.
Clapback is funny good. I just like clapback because it's funny. So I just like saying I like clapback. That shit's trash. But the Scott Storch beat is hard though. Shout out to Scott
Somebody
Storch.
it's so trash.
Scott Scores posted a big nigga to beat the other day. Somebody said, nobody wants this 07 Madden beat. That's exactly what that shit said. That shit was funny as fuck.
Shout out to Scott Storch.
It's like definitely some shit you do when you're releasing a nigga and trying to ask somebody else.
For me, it take over for all the aforementioned reasons. I'm not talking to you no more. One of my favorites, like kind of more new school, is when T.I. did Shorty Low. What's up? What's happening?
Yeah. That
And
was
he went
hot,
to the
yeah.
projects. He was
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
his dance and the whole
Standing
shit.
on the bank ass sign.
That helps. What's the one?
That was dope.
50 Banks, M, and Buster. They rapped on Biggie shit, right? About Ja Rule? Or did they rap on Hail Mary?
Hail Mary.
Anyway, they had hell
Hail
of them.
Mary.
They were fucking Ja Rule up for a couple years. And
The most
one
important
of
rapper of our time.
one of like the sneaky underrated ones is it's a Jay-Z song called People Talking. I think he was finishing Mobb Deep.
Yeah.
That shit was crazy.
Yeah.
And it was like
I heard that song.
it was like a song I got on Kazaa way back when. And
Yeah.
it was exclusive bonus song from
I
Big Beans album or some shit. You know, Jay used to do
That was on that fake blueprint too. Sean had.
Yeah, you know the S. Carter mixtape's back on.
He
they
put it
just
on Tidal, right? Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
title subscription again now.
Oh, you don't have Tidal?
I got mine for when I went to the show. They was handing out the cards.
But all right, man, go ahead. I listened to that stock. I was like, this shit.
That shit's. I mean, it was more once again. This time.
It was the moment.
Yeah,
It was the moment.
It's
It's like, whoa, he's rapping on
I just
50's
listened
beat.
to it.
Holy
That shit was
shit.
great.
Like, that shit is not
When
good.
I saw it on Tidal, I was like, oh, it's lit. And I
And
played
you
it
listen to it,
on
you be like, oh,
That shit was hard.
oh.
It was a Jay-Z mixtape.
Like,
That B2K shit. That shit
bump
hard.
up shit. and the polo
everybody's
freestyle.
favorite.
And after
Yeah.
that, you like,
Yeah.
Now
Yeah,
that
bro.
I'm America's worst nightmare, that shit hard. It's the first song. I think.
Young, Black, and Gifted? Is that one?
Nah, that one's trash. Not that one.
That's when the rock stars shit. Like, all right, man.
That's your okay. You got 4. I gotta go Ether.
You don't have to, bro.
I
No,
got
you
to.
don't have to.
I got to. Still, I want to pile on my nigga Jay, man. Fuck. But I love it. Just rapping the Beans, Average Cat.
I thought you were gonna say "Gotta Love It." I was like, this by who made that? Max B or some shit.
Ooh, bigger bells.
Nigga don't like Jay-Z.
Yeah, I love that shit. Beans is insane on that.
Yeah, Average Cat is hard.
What else? Oh, I'll throw a curveball. I'll give 50 his love. 50, the game shit. The action thing, rarely. What's that shit? Game, that shit ain't gonna sell. Action with scary movies. What's that shit called?
Rich, I'm still lying.
Yeah, I'm not rich, I'm still lying. That shit, that's my favorite 50 dish.
That's interesting.
50 calling me crazy. I might be just maybe. I'm
That shit,
gangster. I'm
yeah.
crippin'. Down move too.
That
I'm
shit
trippin'.
hard. You brothers said you never in the game.
Game had a lot of good ones, too.
And my favorite dish of all time is Real Motherfucking G's. Easy.
Yeah.
That's the greatest dish of all time. That nigga Easy.
Motherfucker, Snoop, motherfucker, hey, motherfucker,
I never met an OG who never did shit wrong. Like that nigga.
That beat hard too.
That
Yo,
beat is
here
insane.
comes my death blow.
I miss when people said names.
Yeah, like
They don't say names no more.
Easy.
It's Jay-Z's
I don't know
fault,
who
but
the
they don't
fuck
say
wrote
that.
it.
They don't say
If
names no
Easy
more.
did write that, he is the greatest rapper of all time.